Disney remakes have become a contentious topic for movie fans. But what if the latest Lilo and Stitch adaptation actually reveals something deeper about how we process grief and build chosen families in modern society?
That's such an interesting angle to explore. What specifically caught your attention about this version?
Well, let me tell you what makes this adaptation particularly fascinating. It's how director Dean Fleischer Campbell, fresh off his Oscar-nominated Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, recognized the shared DNA between these seemingly different stories. Both feature unusual characters searching for belonging in a world that wasn't designed for them.
That's really intriguing. How does that parallel manifest in the actual film?
So here's where it gets interesting. The film centers on this remarkable performance by newcomer Maya Kealoha as Lilo, who brings this incredible authenticity to a 6-year-old dealing with profound loss. And what's really striking is how they've managed to make the grief feel so real, while still maintaining that sense of wonder and adventure that kids expect.
The way they balance those heavy themes with the lighter moments must be quite delicate.
Exactly right. And you know what really helps nail that balance? The brilliant comic relief from Billy Magnussen and Zach Galifianakis as these bumbling alien agents. But here's what's clever. Their humor never undermines the emotional core of Lilo's story or her relationship with her sister Nani.
Speaking of Nani, I've heard Sidney Elizabeth Agudong's performance is particularly powerful.
Oh man, let me tell you about that. Agudong brings this incredible depth to an 18-year-old suddenly thrust into a parental role. You can feel every ounce of her struggle to balance work, raising her sister, and keeping their family together. It's especially poignant, given how many young people today are taking on similar responsibilities for their siblings.
That really resonates with current social issues, doesn't it?
You know what's fascinating about that? The screenplay by Chris Kekaniokalani. Bright and Mike Van Wees actually leans into these contemporary themes, while still honoring the original story. They've managed to make the threat of family separation feel even more relevant in today's social climate.
The way they've updated the story while maintaining its heart seems pretty remarkable.
Well, here's what makes it work so well. They've kept the core elements that made the original special while finding fresh ways to tell the story. Like how Chris Sanders returns to voice Stitch, but now we see this gradual development in his ability to speak, which really tracks his emotional evolution in a way the animated version couldn't quite capture.
That must create some pretty powerful moments between Stitch and Lilo.
Oh, absolutely. And what's really interesting is how they use the live-action format to make those connections feel more immediate. When you see Lilo feeding strays at the shelter, it says so much about her character without needing exposition. Then, when she finds Stitch, you understand exactly why she connects with this destructive but lonely creature.
How does the Hawaiian setting play into all of this?
That's actually one of the most impressive aspects of this adaptation. They've made the Hawaiian setting feel more authentic and integral to the story. It's not just beautiful scenery, it's woven into the fabric of these characters' lives. From the community support shown through Amy Hill's tutu to the local traditions that ground the story in reality.
Sounds like they've really thought through every aspect of this remake.
And here's what really sets it apart. They've managed to create something that works both as entertainment and as a meaningful exploration of what family means in today's world. Whether it's Hannah Waddingham bringing gravitas as the grand councilwoman or Tia Carrere adding complexity to the social worker role, every character serves the larger theme about how families can look different but still be valid.
That's such a crucial message for modern audiences.
You know what's really remarkable? In a time when we're seeing so many conversations about chosen family and non-traditional support systems, this story feels more relevant than ever. That's probably why it's earned that solid 8 out of 10 rating. It's not just entertaining, it's actually saying something meaningful about how love and acceptance can transform lives.
Seems like they've created something that really matters beyond just being another remake.
That's exactly it. In a world that often feels more divided than ever, this version of Lilo and Stitch reminds us that family isn't just about blood relations. It's about finding your people, wherever and whoever they might be, and building something beautiful together. Now that's a message worth remaking for a new generation.
You've been listening to Movies First.
Available at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or your favourite podcast player. You can also stream on demand at Bytes.com.
This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.